Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Laila. She always wore a beautiful red cloak, so everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. Laila was kind and loved by everyone, especially her grandmother, who lived alone in a small house at the edge of the forest. Laila lived with her parents in a small house near the forest. Her father was a farmer who worked every day to grow vegetables and fruits and take care of the animals. Her mother was a kind woman who took care of the house and looked after Laila. Laila did not have any brothers or sisters, but she loved to play with her friends in the nearby village. She had two best friends, Sami, who loved adventures, and Nada, who enjoyed telling stories. Laila was 8 years old. She was smart, cheerful, and loved helping others. She liked visiting her grandmother because her grandmother told her fun stories and made her delicious sweets. It was springtime, and the sun was shining. A soft breeze carried the smell of blooming flowers. Laila started her journey to her grandmother's house. The forest looked beautiful with its bright colors and singing birds. On her way, Laila saw a small rabbit jumping through the grass, a squirrel collecting nuts, and a pretty butterfly flying over the flowers. She felt happy as she enjoyed the beauty around her. One day, Laila's mother asked her to take a basket of delicious food to her sick grandmother. Her mother said, "Be careful, Laila. Do not stop on the way. Stay on the path and go straight to your grandmother's house." Laila agreed, took the basket, and started her journey while singing happily. The path to her grandmother's house went through a big forest full of tall trees and beautiful flowers. While Laila was walking, a clever wolf suddenly appeared in front of her. The wolf was hungry, and when he saw Laila, he thought of a tricky plan. The wolf said softly, "Where are you going, Laila?" Laila answered kindly, "I am going to visit my sick grandmother and bring her some food." The wolf smiled slyly and said, "What a kind girl you are. But why don't you pick some beautiful flowers for your grandmother? She will be very happy." Laila liked the idea and started to collect flowers from the side of the path. While she was busy, the wolf quickly ran to the grandmother's house. When he arrived, he knocked on the door gently. The grandmother said in a weak voice, "Who is there?" The wolf copied Laila's voice and said, "It is Laila, Grandma. I brought you some food." The kind grandmother opened the door. The wolf jumped in and locked her in the closet. Then, he put on her clothes, covered his head with her scarf, and lay down in her bed. Soon, Laila arrived at her grandmother's house and knocked softly on the door. The wolf, pretending to be the grandmother, said, "Come in, my dear." Laila entered the room and went near the bed. But she noticed that her grandmother looked strange. She asked, "Grandma, why are your ears so big?" The wolf replied, "To hear you better, my dear." Then Laila asked, "Why are your eyes so big?" The wolf said, "To see you better, my dear." Finally, Laila asked with fear, "But why is your mouth so big?" The wolf jumped out of the bed and said in a scary voice, "To eat you better, Laila." Laila screamed loudly. A strong man was walking nearby and heard her cry. He ran inside and saw the wolf trying to catch Laila. The man grabbed a stick and chased the wolf away, deep into the forest. Then, the man opened the closet and found the frightened grandmother. Layla hugged her grandmother happily and said, "I promise, Grandma, I will never talk to strangers again." Layla and her grandmother thanked the man for his help. From that day on, Layla was more careful and never left the path again. Moral of the story: always listen to your parents and be careful when talking to strangers because too much trust can be dangerous.